Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a fail blog episode number 2, and I can't believe it's only episode number 2 really. Now, before we continue, let me quickly jump into the settings and reduce the master volume by a good bit, because I feel like I can't even hear myself talk how loud this game is. So yeah, playing a bit of Doom while I am going to be talking about what changes and what things are going to be coming to my Twitch and YouTube channels, and the latter is actually going to be like the main focus of this. She's just talking and trying to sacrifice me, and I clearly was not contained, because now I'm free and gonna shoot everyone's face. So let's start with the biggest changes. Not really changes per se, but more of a conscious decision to choose a certain path, which is my YouTube channel and the type of content I am going to be creating for it. Not exclusively and not only without even going into any other areas or doing any other sort of things. However, the majority, was where I'm trying to get to, is going to be strategy games related, because I realized I really like strategy games, both real-time strategy RTSs as well as turn-based, and I just don't play them enough, and I would like to play them, but at the same time I do feel like streaming them is not necessarily the ideal way to go about it, so I'm choosing to do playthrough videos, or maybe some sort of inside videos. Can I skip this talking part? It's really annoying. Yeah, kinda unavoidable, really. So yeah, do either playthrough series of the whole campaigns, or some sort of, opinionated videos, kind of like my thoughts on the certain game. By no means full-fledged reviews, but just like a first or somewhat more in-depth insights over the any given strategy game, and just bash these guys up and continue forward. And I'm gonna start. I've actually just recorded the first episode for the series. I'm going to start with Dawn of War, the Warhammer 40,000 game, the real-time strategy game published by Relic Entertainment, I think way back in 2005, and that's gonna kick off my reorganization and more of a refocus of YouTube channel towards strategy games, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the series. Like I've said, I've just recorded the first episode. I had immense amounts of fun, and yeah, looking forward to continuing on that series, starting new ones, and exploring, new universes. Say Warhammer in general is something that I've never really been that much into. Not to say I disliked it. In fact, I really always enjoyed the setting and the whole premise that's created by Games Workshop, but just never had really a chance to get into it, and especially completing the Warhammer Space Marine game, the third-person shooter, a couple of months ago on my stream. I was incredibly happily surprised how amazing that game was. And we also have Dawn of War 3 coming in. Is it what, later this year? I think might be. So there's Battlefleet, Gothic Armada, and plenty of Warhammer-inspired games that are, for once, seemingly good. Because there's been a lot of titles set Games Workshop seemingly just sold the license to the developers without really caring what sort of product they're gonna make out of it, and there's been quite a few, or let's just say at least as many bad entries as there were good ones. But yeah, I'm digressing, talking a bit too much about the Warhammer in general. So yeah, strategy on my YouTube channel is gonna be a constant, permanent thing. And if you enjoy strategy games, then feel free to recommend me one to try. Chances are I would have may have already played it, and I think we're good to go here. Yes. Say out of the more recent ones, I really haven't only tried 8-Bit Armies, but as far as I can tell, that game doesn't really look that different, and may not necessarily bring anything unique to offer to the table. But I've played Grey Goo, the bigger part of its campaign, and some of multiplayer. That was enjoyable. I have problems with that game because it keeps crashing to me. Still does, unfortunately. I've played a good bit of Act of Aggression. Again, did the majority of the campaign and some multiplayer. And it was thoroughly enjoyable while it lasted. Maybe not entirely my type of game, or I suppose it's quite difficult to me, for me to establish the exact reasons why I've kind of dropped them off after a little while. But I enjoyed that time I spent with them nonetheless. And I can wholeheartedly say that they're both, worth checking out if you're into real-time strategy games. Another venue I should venture into and try and explore more would be real-time strategy games, because apart from Heroes of Might and Magic series, games I used to love and played plenty of when I was little, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3, didn't really get into 4, and I think 5 was just a too much far removed from the original formula that worked and had all the charm. And, games like Civilization, I never gotten too much into it. I thankfully managed to pick up Endless Legend, which was one of the best strategy games of 2014 period. The not a new IP, more of a continuation of the Endless Space universe that the game is based in, giving it a 4x kind of a spin. Yeah, this is really more difficult than the usual one. I'm taking more damage and it's happening quicker. Let's just try and bash the crap out of this guy, and he's dead. Excellent. So yeah, chances of me playing more of turn-based games, turn-based strategies, are definitely up there. And like I've said, again, if you have any suggestions, feel free to share them with me, and I'll be more than happy to look into them. So that's regarding my YouTube channel. I mean, I still want to make opinionated videos, some sort of not really playthroughs or just casual videos, but more of planned out and some sort of critique providing or insight providing. I shouldn't be really saying critique, but probably more insight providing games on Doom, and potentially specifically on Doom multiplayer, which I was so happily and positively surprised by how enjoyable that is. Another video on the recent roguelike title, what it's called, Enter the Gungeon, and how it may not necessarily lived up to the hype it had created around itself for whatever reason, and trying to look into what those reasons may actually be. Let's execute this guy, bash his face, and wash. And yeah, I've got currently 2 playthrough series running on my YouTube channel. One of Space Marine, which I will finish, and another one of Hyper Light Drifter, which is the action kind of hack and slashy RPG-ish game in a very new art style. Go and check it out if you haven't looked into it. The main problem with that game is that it's running on 30 FPS only, and it really cuts through the precision that's really necessary given what kind of combat system the game has. But nonetheless, I find it enjoyable, and I think it's a good game. And I haven't finished that game, and I need to either stream it or continue making videos for it. But I'm adamant to finish those 2 series, and after that, like I've said before, majority, if not exclusively all of the playthrough series will be strategy games related. So that's my YouTube channel in a nutshell. I'm also looking to make some new art for my channel, just in general, both YouTube and Twitch, and all of the social handles like Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. When it comes to my Twitch channel, I will be kind of sticking to the old formula, really playing what I feel like playing. I was contemplating whether to, I'll definitely be finishing Doom campaign, that's for sure. And maybe even go to do it on the higher difficulty as some sort of a, you know, more challenging, more of a, not, well, we're not gonna say achievement run or like 100% run, but, you know, that may happen. Because the game really does hold itself well, and I don't feel like after having played about 10-12 hours my interest has faded even in the slightest towards the game. So there's that. I don't have double jump yet. I think I need to go this way then. I'm kind of lost a little bit here. Well, let's deal with this guy first. There we go. Bash your face in. Up here, maybe? Potentially. Yeah, we just need to go back up this way, don't we? So, yeah. I think that pretty much covers it. I think those last 12 minutes of me babbling about random things while trying to not die. And I think I've done a pretty good job not die in Doom on the... it's not Nightmare, but it's the... what's the name of the difficulty game? Ultraviolence. So it's the 3rd out of 5, I think, available, or is it 6? Anyhow, I'm alive, and I'm still here, and I think I've said everything that I needed to say, so I will not waste any more of your time with this half-useless jabbering. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm about to die. That's always nice. I'll see you on either my YouTube or my Twitch channels. I hope you enjoyed this fail blog episode where I try and give you some sort of a direction and sense of what to expect from my channels. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions on what to play, or, you know, the format of this video itself and everything. Click that dislike button if you did not enjoy the video. Absolutely, the option is there and it's yours to take. And I will see you very soon on either one of my videos that will be upcoming on my YouTube channel or on one of my live streams. Thanks for your time, guys. My name's BenInteger, and you have a good day. Bye. Die, you stupid thing. Oh, great, now I'm on fire. Excellent.